Coming up on your MTN 530 News, families helping families.
And the need is there are many people that need help.
How volunteers are stepping up to help ahead of the holidays. Plus,
I'm Jonathan Ambarian in Helena. We're supporters of a proposed ballot measure that would require Montana's judicial elections remain nonpartisan, officially kicked off their signature gathering effort. I'll have the latest on what could come next.
And later, the Salvation Army in need of bell ringers.
This is our largest fundraiser of the year.
Why it matters this season.
From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN 530 News.
Good evening and thanks for trusting KRTV for your 530 News. I'm Tim McGonigal. First tonight, across Great Falls, a growing number of families are turning to their neighbors for help and finding it in a place you might not expect. A local Facebook group is connecting people who need support with volunteers who want to make sure no one in the community goes without. MTN's Madison Collier explains how it works.
I would like to take the time to say thank you to
Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Thank you, Destiny Alvarado, for helping.
I wasn't sure to expect, but wow. First, I would like to...
We will pay this kindness forward when we are able to. Thank you, everyone.
In Montana, hunger touches lives in every county. Families across the state face food insecurity every day, many of them working parents, seniors on fixed incomes, or people experiencing sudden emergencies. And here in Great Falls, a Facebook group called Families Helping Families is stepping in to close those gaps, quietly and compassionately. The idea is simple. Families ask for help anonymously, volunteers adopt or co-adopt a household, shop for what they need, and deliver everything through a go-between. No judgment, no stigma, just neighbors helping neighbors.
And I truly just want to encourage others in our community that have the ability and willingness to help a family in need to reach out.
For some volunteers, adopting a smaller family is manageable. For others, like Lynn and Susan, they team up, allowing them to support a larger household together.
So since we were doing it together, we decided we could adopt a little bit larger family and then, provide what they needed instead of us both doing a smaller, maybe two-person family. So that's how.
Volunteers think through the details, what will stretch into meals, what kids need for school snacks, what helps a family make it through the week. They buy fresh produce, proteins, toiletries, and household staples. Things food banks or SNAP benefits don't always cover.
I just put myself in the mindset of the mother. How could I make some meals stretch? How could I store this for a period of time if this is a big donation? What's stackable in a kitchen and still fine? So we try to put ourselves in the mindset.
Those already involved say anyone can help by adopting a family, co-sponsoring with a friend, or simply donating to fill in the gaps.
Even if just a little bit of this helps.
In Great Falls, Madison Collier, MTN News.
Was a chilly start to our Thursdays. Low temperatures were in the teens and the 20s, and it was cool this afternoon as well, as highs were only in the 40s and low 50s for most of us. Right now, temperatures are in the 30s and low to mid 40s in most spots. For most of us, there was little to no wind today, but along the Rocky Mountain front as well as in Glacier County, we did have breezy conditions today, and gusty winds are expected as we head into tomorrow and this weekend. Outside of some morning fog, we did have a lot of sunshine today, so it was very nice outside. Mild temperatures are expected tomorrow and this weekend. We're also going to be dealing with that wind, and we are going to have partly cloudy skies and dry conditions. A cold front is then going to bring some big changes to our weather as we head into next week, and I'll have more details about those changes in just a few minutes.
One of the proposed ballot measures that seeks to ensure Montana judicial elections remain nonpartisan has cleared another hurdle. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Ambarian breaks down the decision that led to the proposal moving forward and what the next steps could look like.
A ruling this week from the Montana Supreme Court means that the group Montanans for Nonpartisan Courts will be able to start signature gathering on its proposed constitutional amendment, CI 132. And on Thursday morning, supporters of the measure gathered here on the Walking Mall in downtown Helena to officially kick off the effort.
This is a major victory for all of Montana.
In attendance were 3 former Montana Supreme Court justices, backing the proposal that would prevent adding party labels to judicial elections.
They should be able to decide cases irrespective of party affiliation. People shouldn't expect a judge is going to decide a case one way or another because of a political party affiliation. It just introduces the whole idea of partisanship into the judicial branch.
During recent legislative sessions, Republican lawmakers have proposed allowing partisan elections for judges, saying the current system hides information from voters. Former Chief Justice Mike McGrath, who was a Democratic elected official before joining the court, says he served with justices from both parties, but believes all were able to put those leanings aside and rule independently.
The arguments would always be, well, because of these facts, this law should apply. Partisanship just wasn't an issue.
Montanans for Nonpartisan Courts submitted 2 versions of its proposed amendment. CI 132 says judicial elections must remain nonpartisan. The second version would also have required nonpartisan elections for any newly created courts. The Montana Supreme Court ruled Tuesday on a pair of lawsuits. A majority of justices sided with MNC, saying Attorney General Austin Knudson's office shouldn't have rewritten their proposed ballot statement for CI 132. But the court unanimously agreed with Knudson that the second version was invalid because it proposed 2 separate constitutional changes at once.
We introduced the 2 initiatives because we wanted maximum flexibility, going through what we knew would be some legal hurdles. So we're just really happy to have the clear, simple ballot language that we submitted and a path forward.
There's also a second group trying to qualify a constitutional amendment guaranteeing nonpartisan judicial elections. Knudson's office rewrote the ballot statement for CI 131, just like for CI 132. The sponsors of that measure also went to the Supreme Court and are still awaiting a ruling. Initiative supporters will have until next June to get the thousands of signatures they'll need to qualify a measure for the 2026 ballot. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
After years without a stop near Bowman's Corner, a new convenience store is now open. It's bringing drivers restrooms, food, and a safe place to pull over. MTN's Anissa Coomer stopped by to see how it's impacting travel along Highway 287.
New life is being brought to the intersection of Highway 200 and 287, with a new gas station and convenience store offering a much-needed rest stop on this long stretch between Sims and Lincoln, nearly 20 miles from the nearest stop.
If you didn't stop at Lincoln, you were kind of screwed.
Locally owned and operated, Christy Levine and her family have officially opened Flat Creek Mercantile on what is known as Bowman's Corner.
We live out here in the middle of nowhere and have always wanted to do something at this intersection, and over the years have just decided that having a place to be able to fuel up and use the restroom, grab a snack would probably be the best idea.
The intersection is not only remote, but is the site of multiple accidents, as cross traffic on Highway 287 does not stop.
There's been a lot of wrecks here over the years, so we're hoping that having something here that's all lit up will help slow traffic down, have people just be a little bit more cognizant as they come through here, and hopefully that'll keep it a little safer than what it's been in the past.
This spot isn't just filling a need, it's reviving a piece of local history. Bowman's Corner is named after the Bowman family, who ran a longtime bar across the street that many in the area still remember.
That was a happening place for a lot of years, and when it closed down, it was really missed not having something here. So it's kind of fun to bring something back.
For travelers, the convenience is already making a difference. Corinne Fredrickson frequently drives from Helmville to Sun River to visit family and says the stop is a welcome change.
It's a great location. I think it's well needed. I'm really looking forward to having it here.
The store officially opened earlier this month, but work continues inside. The owners plan to expand with a kitchen, deli, bakery, and coffee bar. After years without service and miles between stops, Bowman's Corner finally has life again. In Lewis and Clark County, Anissa Coomer, MTN News.
Those familiar red kettles are out again, but the Salvation Army says they're in need of bell ringers to help with their biggest fundraiser of the year. MTN's Shiksha Matani has more on how you can help the organization meet the rising holiday demand.
The Salvation Army is looking for bell ringers this holiday season.
This is our largest fundraiser of the year.
Major Michael Halverson shared that the money raised through this fundraiser will go towards providing shelter, food, and other essentials to those in need.
The more volunteers we can get, the more net income we can get, and the more people we can serve throughout the year.
Last year, they had approximately 540 hours of volunteer hours, plus a few paid workers. They managed to raise just under $100,000, and this year they're hoping to surpass it. But what does it mean to be a bell ringer?
The most important thing is just to greet everybody that comes by. It's our job as bell ringers to just kind of hopefully help them have a better day. Make them smile at them, and just making sure that they know that they can have an opportunity to give. We're not out there to say, hey, please give to the Salvation Army. We're just there to just let them know that if they give, that their money will go to a great cause.
The fundraiser will run until December 24th. Bell ringers will be out between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m.
Some of the sites are Sam's Club. We have 2 doors at each Walmart. We also Super One, Shields, Smith's, North 40, Albertsons, pretty much any location that's kind of big that's has a lot of traffic. We're going to be there.
If you would like to be a bell ringer this holiday season, you can find details on how to sign up on our website. With MTN News, I'm Shiksha Mehtani.
In downtown Great Falls, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Crews put up the city Christmas tree in front of the Mansfield Civic Center today. A number of people offered to donate their trees for the cause, and in the end, the city settled on a beautiful tree from Carol Sullivan, who has been hoping to donate the tree for the past 5 years. The tree will be officially lit by Santa Claus at the end of the annual Parade of Lights, which begins at 6 p.m. on Saturday, November 29th.
It's our responsibility to make sure that we operate safely to protect our community as well. That's a manufacturing plant out there. We take that very seriously.
How a recent donation is making a difference for first responders. That story next.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching the MTN 530 News.
A big boost for public safety. Calumet Montana Refinery recently made a donation to first responders in an effort to help them keep the community safe. MTN's Quentin Shores shares how it's making a difference for local law enforcement.
So Cascade County Sheriff's Office, through the Sheriff's Legacy Foundation, received a $50,000 donation from Calumet for us to use for public safety. I'm super excited about it. I fully intend to use this funding to protect our schools.
Calumet, the manufacturing and refining agency here in Great Falls, has recently pledged a total $100,000 to public safety, evenly splitting the funds between the Great Falls Police Community Foundation and the Sheriff's Legacy Foundation.
We felt, this was a viable donation to give to the brave individuals who are sworn to protect and serve our community. And with that, we felt this donation was a right place to start as an investment in our community.
In addition to the funding, Calumet is providing donations to food drives and amping up their involvement in United Way, all in an effort to give back to the community.
It's our responsibility to make sure that we operate safely to protect our community as well. That's a manufacturing plant out there. We take that very seriously.
Calumet reiterates their commitment to public safety with this donation, but how do organizations like the Sheriff's Office use that additional $50,000 to maintain the peace?
Looking to get involved in our school safety program and move that needle forward, and I know they're going to have a vote on that here really soon, so we're really excited about that. And so we have planned for the 2026 budget year that we are going to fund that.
The Calumet donation will be used by the Sheriff's Office to fund the Future School Resource Officer Program. Additionally, Bill H.R. 6120, or the SROs Act, has been drafted by Congressman Zinke and Senator Sheehy. It may encourage law enforcement to branch out towards the Resource Officer Division.
If you're retired law enforcement and military, you don't have to pay federal income tax on your retirement if you're working in the capacity of protecting a school anywhere in our nations.
A bill that Sheriff Slaughter is excited about because if passed, it could assist in school safety issues in the future. The SRO program that Slaughter pitched will also be voted on by the school board on November 24th at 5:30 p.m. Great Falls, Quentin Shores, MTN News.